Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is what I'm talking about is pump pressure. Okay, so pump pressure. From factory, my machine came so that when you start the shot, the pump pressure will go all the way up to 11 bars unless you make the adjustments I'm going to show you in a second. The reason why I've never cared about that is because I use flow control on every single shot so I can control the pressure and don't let it exceed 9 bars with the flow control. Now, this pressure here that for this gauge is your puck pressure. It's different. For example, right now, okay, let's talk about this before we go any further. You see that my machine is on top of some little cardboards. That's the little trick that I always use if I want to bring it up from the corner where it always sits back there. It's very heavy, so it's very easy to just kind of lift one leg at a time, push a little cardboard underneath, and then with one hand, it becomes very easy to move around. Now be careful because again, you can dump it on the floor because now it'll slide real easy on your counter. But this little trick helps you move your machine around if you have to, and you can just lift one leg at a time, and it's really easy to do that. Okay, what else should I tell you? So yeah, let me put the camera down. Okay, so I kind of have to hold it like this. If not, it might slide off the counter. So, but what I meant to say is that, as you could see, I have the blind basket on my machine right now. If you're using the blind basket, when you run the machine, because the water cannot escape, it's gonna go, your puck pressure, this here is gonna read 12. It's gonna max out. It's just the water can't go anywhere. And you do this method, you use this for back flushing your machine, to clean your machine. And that's what I'm gonna use to adjust the pump pressure. So the way you adjust the pump pressure is with this little thumb screw down here. Okay, I have a little light. Let me get the light. Okay, there we go. We got some light now. So this little thumb screw, now you might be able to reach under your machine and turn this by hand, maybe. I didn't try to do that just yet. Or you could use a little wrench, perhaps, or some kind of wrench and do it that way. But the easiest way is just to use a screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver like this. That little thumb screw is slatted. So this is the easiest way. Just use a screwdriver flathead like this, and then you can make the adjustment. This being the first time that I do this adjustment, I'm gonna run the machine and then look at my gauges and move the screw, both ways, because I'm not sure right now if I need to move it clockwise or counterclockwise to make the adjustment and reduce the pressure. So let's put everything back in place and let's try to make this adjustment. All right, so being that this is the very first time I ever do this adjustment, let's hope I get it right. I think so. Okay, so I have my blind basket back in place. I have two angles running so that you can see the pump pressure and so that you could see in the bottom when I try to make the adjustment. And now all that's left, let me get the screwdriver in place. Okay, I think right here you guys will be able to see, and I will be able to see what I'm doing as well. So let's run the machine. Okay, pump pressure is at 10. I thought it went to, oh, there it goes. It's climbing, I think it's at 11 right there. And now what I want to do is bring it down to 9. Okay, I want to clarify a couple of things. First of all, in a minute, you're going to hear me say that you need to go clockwise. But in reality, you have to go counterclockwise. And second, I want to clarify something else. As you could see here, circled in red, there is a nut on the screw. I believe that the nut should be adjusted down and tightened against the pipe that the thumb screw comes out of. If the nut is not tightened, there could be a likelihood of further movement of the thumb screw over time. I don't have the proper wrench to make that adjustment as of now, so I didn't worry about it. As of yet, I have not seen any further movement of the thumb screw due to vibration. I haven't had the need to readjust anything. But if you are watching this video and you're curious to know if the adjustment is still holding, please comment below or reach out on Instagram and I will give you an update. Now, back to the video. So I moved it the right way. That is clockwise. You have to go clockwise to reduce the pressure. Okay, I'm gonna have to get in a different angle. Let's leave it right there. Let's leave it right there. Okay, that should be 9 bars. Okay, I just back flushed it. Okay, so now when you run it, it should only go to 9 bars. Let's try again, and I shouldn't have to ever touch that thumb screw again. Let's try one more time. Okay, there you go, it's at 9 bars. And now let me show you the top. The top, well, it's not maxing out. Oh, okay, it maxes out if the pump pressure goes to 10 bars. Maybe that's why they do it, so that you can max this out. You know, I don't know if that's the point of the whole thing, but obviously now it no longer goes all the way to 12. Before it would max out to 12. And now you see it there, but it's beyond 9. I'm at 10 at the puck. So I will exceed, should I? Well, I'm gonna leave my pump pressure at 9. I think this is how you make this adjustment. You know, comment below if you think otherwise, but I'm pretty sure this is it. So pump pressure is what you wanna control. You don't want that to exceed 9. So I'm at 9 bars at the pump. It will not exceed 9. At the puck, if you choke the machine and nothing's coming out, I guess it went up to like 10, what was it, like 10 and a half, whatever that was. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like this. This is how you make the adjustment. Anyway, you could play with it yourself. You know, the thumb screw is there and you can try different things if you want, but I believe this is how it should actually come from factory this way. I don't know why they send it to where the pump pressure is like at 11 and, you know, and this thing maxes out. But whatever, if you want to play with it or you want to mess with that adjustment, that's how you do it. Very easy, very simple. If you have a counter like mine where you can slide your machine to the corner as I did, it makes it so easy. If you don't have this kind of scenario, I guess you would have to prop up your machine somehow maybe. And yeah, that's gonna make it a lot more annoying to do this, but maybe since, let's see, is it past? No, it's like, wow, no, I don't know if you can just slide it over all the way to the edge. If you're gonna do that, you might wanna get somebody to help you or something so that, you know, your machine doesn't end up on the floor. So just be very careful, guys, but it's very simple. It only, as you saw, it's the very first time I ever messed with that, and it took me nothing, a minute. So, all right, thank you for watching. Join us here. If it's your first time here, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.